My son raps. His name is Tarantino.
Wait, what?
My son, right?
What's his name?
He raps under Tarantino. His real name is Elijah Irvin.
Okay.
But listen, get this out. I swear, if you go on iTunes and listen to him, he raps about some of the hardest stuff in the world. And I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot gated community home. How can you rap this stuff? Where does this stuff come from? You know what I mean?
Your son is using your childhood to rap about.
Oh, my God, right. I worked hard to get you out of this, and you rapping right back to it. What is going on? It blows my mind, man. I'm telling you, if you listen, you'll be like...
You can't rap about a private education.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I'm sorry.
Private schools, his whole life. His whole life.
You grew up in a family of 17 kids in 2 bedrooms.
Right. And he rapping about my days. Right. That's what trips me out. And the guy just tells me, and Michael, this is how young kids express themselves. You just got to let them go through this and everything. I'm like, well is this any reflection on my parenting?
But what's mom think about this?
Well, for a long time, he wouldn't let mom hear his music. You know, she don't want to hear it, Dad. Don't let her hear it. And I couldn't hear it for a while. And then I finally heard it because he started getting out on iTunes to get a couple albums out. Then I was like, oh, man. I'm like, man, I mean, you sat next to me every Sunday in church. Did any of that get to you? Did you hear any of that? It's just funny stuff, man, when you hear it. Now, I like rap. I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh, my God. Where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life.
But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
I take no walk, I just put a deuce. Open up shop, niggas wanna move. I was out on the block, strapped up with a tool. Fuck on that bitch, get that bitch the blue. Bitch, I'm getting rich, I'm getting that loot.
Michael Irvin calls out his son for being a fake rapper and basically lying in his raps, right? So Michael Irvin was on a episode of Undisputed. I guess he was just trying to make an example or something, like just saying something. He was just like, yeah, you know, my son, Tarantino, you know, he grew up in a gated community in a mansion, and now he's a rapper, and the things that he's rapping about, I'm like, what the hell? He did not grow up like this, right? And then, you know, when I seen that video, they played some of his son's music. And I'm going to be real, the son can actually rap. That's the crazy thing about it, right? The son can actually rap, but when you're looking at his social media posts, he talking about ops. He doing videos like he in the hood, like he's some G. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. You know, I see that he can rap and all, but being a rapper is a dangerous job, right? When you rapping all that gangster stuff and you got to go out and do that show, you got to interact out there in them streets, you going to have other rappers who's trying to see you. You know what I'm saying? Who's trying to test you on the strength of, boy, you grew up rich. Now you talking this G shit. You know what I'm saying? So that can also in turn put you in more danger. But Mike's stupid though, man. I believe if he switch his flow up a little bit and you know, just stick to just rapping a little bit more deep shit instead of, you know, basically like he out here drilling, hey, he might see some type of success. But he actually made a post laughing like his daddy ended up, you know, making him even bigger because you got people now going and listening to his shit, right? Hey, good for him. But look, daddy ain't trying to hear that shit. Daddy like, boy, you better stop. Boy, you grew up in a gated community.
Yes, boss. Back here again once again, man. Listen, I'm so glad I found these clips and I stumbled upon these today. I never knew about this situation, right? So if you don't know who that was Michael Irvin
pro football player, big time out of South Florida. So he was basically having a conversation on ESPN, and what it stemmed from was John Morant and how they talk about, a lot of these younger guys, they get influenced by the negativity and they run to it. So that's when he threw his son in the mix, right? King Tut Tarantino or whatever, Tut Tarantino, whatever you want to call himself. He basically said, yo, like my son, for example, he raps about all of this hardcore stuff, but yo, you were raised in a gated community. Now, mind you, I talked to you about certain things I've went through in my life with people who talk that gangster talk, but it's like, yo, your parents live in a great neighborhood, a double gated community. Yes, who are you here to see? Did they know that you're here? We need to see an ID. Okay, we're gonna let you in now. That type of community, dog. Rich areas, bro. And they're playing gangster, talking about kicking off doors and kicking in doors when they know they never kicked a door in a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's actually saying, yo, my son talks his gangster stuff. You're rapping my life and what I did, but you don't have to do that. And this is the thing that a lot of guys don't like. A lot of these younger guys don't understand. Yes, they might be rapping about what's appealing, what the label is talking about, because the label asks for these guys to talk about stuff like this based on what it is that people like and what it is that they glorify, and then they're going to push it in that direction in the most extreme way possible, which is drill rap. You get what I'm saying? Now, his son, not being from that lifestyle, not knowing anything about it, portraying other people's lifestyle, his father just came out and saved him, because if the streets have to check you about something, like on some, yo, you're a gangster, you did all this gangster stuff, then they're going to want to come and see about you and test it. You get what I'm saying? We're going to see if you're real. That's when a lot of these guys would end up folding. Now, if you know you do not live that lifestyle, do not rap about it, do not talk about it, because if you do not live that lifestyle, there's going to be somebody who listens who's going to want to come and try you. They're going to want to see about that. If you're really like that, if you really live that lifestyle, and come to find out he doesn't. But whether this was a marketing scheme, whatever the case may be, he actually came out and assisted his son. And this is something where a child may look at it like, yo, my dad just embarrassed me. Yeah, it may look like that. Yes, it may feel like that. But to be honest, he came out and saved you. Better off your father embarrasses you before somebody else out there embarrasses you or either claims your life. Because when people hear these things, oh, you talk this gangster stuff, but hold on. You don't really live in the trenches. You're not from the trenches. You claim the hood and all of that, but you don't live in the hood. You live in a great neighborhood. These are people who feel offended because you're talking about stuff you never did, probably your father did, you never had to do, all of this extra stuff, and you're living in a safe area. People really have to live like that to survive. You get what I'm saying? So it's sort of like that Jay Prince thing that I talked about. Spoiled rich kid living in a great neighborhood, living off of his father's lifestyle and what his father did, running around playing gangster, mob ties, or on mob ties, this, that, and the third. You have to understand this. If you hear these things from early, it can save your life. Because a lot of dudes put on this role of I'm a gangster, I'm a thug, because they know they get a lot of women with that. They get fear out of people. They get power and respect in a falsified kind of a way. But you don't know what it is that you're doing is you're setting an even bigger target on your back. As I just stated, when people hear, oh, you're a gangster, you rap this gangster lifestyle, oh yeah, I want to come and test that. I want to see how real you are. And here's the thing. A lot of dudes out here be running around playing gangster, running behind their friend, running behind their homie. You know your homie is with it, but at the same time, your homie's not going to be around you 24/8 to come and save you, dog. This is the stuff that people need to realize. If you're not a gangster, stop it. Do not live that lifestyle, dog. There's a lot of people who play gangster and then go home to a gated community where they know, oh, somebody's trying to disrespect me or whatever. Well, they can't get through the gates. They have to call or get buzzed in, or they got to sneak through it. This is the stuff that I be talking about. If you know your parents sacrificed and did all it is that they could to give you a better life, Don't risk it or try and play gangster because you're not going to get acceptance that way. I'm going to say that one more time. If your parents sacrificed and did everything it is that they could to put you in a better situation and you're out here playing gangster, you're never going to get respect that way. People are going to want to give you the opposite, which is disrespect, because everybody knows people who really live in the trenches want to get out of it. People who started off in gangbanging and in gangs, who really felt the pain and the pressure of certain stuff, they want to get out of it because they see that it gets them certain things, but it doesn't get them to the land of milk and honey like how they expected it would have. This is just all a soul lifestyle. It's a fake personification. It's just sold to people, so they fall into it, dog. Just like that kid that I did a story on from Palos Verdes, from California, playing gangster. He's a Crip, this, that, and the third. Yeah, you're a rolling 90s. Yeah, guess what? Now you're in a real situation where somebody lost their life. And just because of that situation, somebody lost their life, that's when he wanted to run back to being a good boy. Because he saw that, yo, the pressure is on. Your mommy and daddy got to come and bail you out. His parents posted, I think, almost $5 million or something like that, just to set him free. This is the stuff you need to know about. Puss and dog do not have the same luck. If your parents risked it all and got you out of a safe neighborhood, I'm here to tell you, they just increase the chances of you having a better life. When you do this gangster stuff, joining gangs, joining into these things that you never needed to get into, never had to, all to prove something to people who never really cared about you, you're increasing the chances of setting your parents back, setting your family back to something that they escaped from. You get what I'm saying? So this is something I really want people to understand and grasp. I understand that there's certain females that you may feel like, oh yeah, this girl like gangster, so if I'm a gangster, this, that, and the third. Here's the thing. People can see when it is that you're being yourself, dog. It's kind of crazy in a world that some people don't accept you for being you, but some people have a problem with you being you. You get what I'm saying? It's best that you be yourself, dog. Don't be one of these fake it till you make it ass people, dog. Faking it till you make it never really gets you anywhere in life, dog. Sometimes you have to keep on playing the fake it till you make it game until you get somewhere, and sometimes you never really get there. You're just going to end up faking it for a long ass time and you become programmed into that. You get what I'm saying? If you know, like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. You never had to play gangster. Your parents did everything it is that they could for you. No, our parents aren't perfect. Some parents are evil, yeah. Some people aren't. But at the same time, if your parents sacrificed, did what it is that they could to change your situation, do not throw that away. Do not spit on that to go and choose something that you know is not really, it's not really worth it. Or you're going against what it is that you may feel to choose something that it's not really going to get you to where you need to be at. You get what I'm saying? Playing a gangster, playing the role of, oh, I'm with it, I got it, or I'm the man. That's never gonna get you anywhere but in more problems, dog. I've seen this stuff happen all day long. I've seen this stuff cost people their life, cost people their freedom. Playing a gangster just to get the baddest females or prove that you're with it just to get put on is never gonna end well, bro. I know people who threw their life away and they're still sitting right now till this day for something that it never had to go that far, dog. If your parents sacrificed or did whatever it is that they did for you, take heed and understand that there's tricks that they're playing on you in the media. His father came out and said, yo, you were with me in church every Sunday. Every Sunday. Every Sunday. But you out here talking this gangster stuff, holding up guns. So that means he was literally going to the hood, going to the trenches just to go shoot these music videos. Then guess what? Oops. Music video shoot done. I'm on my way back to the double-gated community. I'm on my way back to a nice form of living. People don't understand, bro. When you do certain stuff like this, you're actually making life harder on yourself, dog. Yes, it may seem like it's cool, but it gets you in the problems that you do not want to be in, bro. And this is another thing. Stick another pin, right? Your father had you in church. Your father enrolled you in private school. Dog, do you know how hard it is for some people to get into a private school? Some private schools, they have a waiting list, dog. There's some private schools that they charge your parents money, bro. There's some private schools that if you can get into there, it can help set up your future, bro. So when you're playing with yourself, playing with your name, playing with the things that your father, your parents set you up for, you're going to later on in term see that it's going to cost you all the way around, bro. There's some schools, let me tell you something, dog. I'm going to tell you a quick little story, bro, for some people who don't know why I go so hard for this stuff, bro. When my parents came here from Jamaica, dog, we came here, we didn't have much, dog. You get what I'm saying? Me being young, I didn't understand everything, but I was very sensible from young. You get what I'm saying? So here's the thing what I understood. My parents living in Miami Gardens. If you don't know about Miami Gardens, look that up. Miami Gardens is the trenches, dog. My parents raised it. We came here, dog. I had to go to I was going to Grinnell's Park Elementary. My parents finessed to get me into a good school in a good neighborhood, dog, until they found out, yo, you don't even live over here, bro. You know what they told my parents immediately? Starting next school year, he's going to have to enroll into one of the local schools in the area, and that was Hibiscus Elementary. Look this stuff up, bro. Hibiscus like the flower. Grinnell's Park Elementary is a great school in a good neighborhood, like North Miami Beach, damn near touching Aventura. These are good schools, bro. If they find out, this is facts, ask anybody who knows what. There are some people who use fake addresses and use different addresses to get their kids into good schools so they understand that they have a better chance and increase their chances of having a better education, dog. While there are some kids who parents actually live in a good neighborhood, got them into a private school, and it wasn't good enough, so they got kicked out and ended up having to go to a public school. Public school not good enough. Guess what? You got kicked out of there, and now you have to go to an opportunity school. You get what I'm saying? These are people I know and I met in my life, dog. I wish I had these certain opportunities. I didn't turn out bad in life, but these are the things that young kids need to understand. If your parents sacrifice to put you in a better situation, don't throw it away and play stupid games when you can have it. You can have you're being set up for the alley-oop in life, dog. There are kids who don't learn as much or get as much knowledge in public schools, bro. Depending on the type of public school, there are some good public schools that they're advanced. But at the same time, there are some schools that are private that they teach you everything about real life and try their best to prepare you, dog. Aside from certain schools where they don't teach you that, bro. So if you're young, take these things and take it and run with it, dog. If you have like a scholarship or you're good at sports or you're good at something, take those opportunities and use it to better your life, bro. If you could get a scholarship to get you up out of the hood, if you're in the hood and you know how to play football, you know how to play basketball, some form of sports, track and field, something, use that to carve out a future for yourself, bro. There are some people that aren't that fortunate. There are some people who never got the opportunities or never knew any better, dog. And there are some people who see these kids who get these opportunities and wish they had it, dog. These are some of the reasons. I'm going to give you another gem, bro. If you want to know why some people from outside of America do not like Americans, this is some of the reasons why. There are some people in other countries who do not have the opportunity of a free education. Do not have the opportunity of the luxury of staying in a good neighborhood, bro. And they sacrifice their hardest just to get this stuff. While people in America, their kids, they throw it away. They don't want it. You get what I'm saying? These are some of the stuff that some people don't know and some people will never talk about or ever even tell you or ever try to break down to you, dog. So that's why I try my hardest to stress to people to look at these things and take it serious, bro. Don't be out here throwing up no damn gang signs if you know that's not the lifestyle you come from, dog. Don't be out here throwing up shit or claiming something that you know you're not or you're not ready for. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you, but here on my channel, I use them to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. It's 444 the world, man. Peace.